Taking your plant questions today for Lisa Briggs. The number is 270-9933.
And Lisa Briggs from the Briggs Company joins us from home on this rainy Wednesday. Hi, Lisa.
Hi there, guys. How are you doing?
Good. I love your sunroom.
I know, it's so nice.
Thank you.
All right.
I wish we could be outside, but
That's okay. We'll start. Lots of calls as usual. We'll start with Chuck down in Clinton. Hi, Chuck. What's your question?
Hi. We have several beautiful plum trees in the big backyard, and they are loaded with fruit. And all of this fruit has begun to shrivel and dry up and just fall into nothing. So I'm wondering what we can do about that.
Well, once the shriveling starts, there's not much you can do about it. I wonder if it's because we've been getting so much rain. Most prunus species that are fruiting are on rootstock that really hate wet spots. Have you noticed anything going on with the weeds? Why don't you send some photos to us to the plant desk? That's plantdesk@brewscompany.com. We'll show it around and see if we can come up with some ideas for you.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for calling today. Let's go to Jerry in Deerfield. Hi, Jerry. What's your question?
Question I've got, the neighbor's got a lot of ferns. They're on the north side of a small building. And he says, I can have as many as I want. Can I transplant them this time of the year? And does it have to be where there's a lot of sun or shade or anything?
Most of those ferns like a spot that's a little bit shadier, especially if you're going to move them at this time of year. As the temperature heats up, plants kind of resent being transplanted. That doesn't mean you can't plant things in pots, but taking things out of the ground puts a little bit of extra stress on them. But we've had all this wet, rainy weather, and so it's probably going to be a really good week to do transplanting of things like that. So go ahead and dig them up and then just put them in a shady spot and make sure that you mulch them. And if the weather pattern dries out a lot and it starts to heat up, make sure that they get irrigated.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Katie in Madison. Hi, Katie.
Hi. I was calling as I've got some tomato plants. I've planted them both here on my balcony and also in an organic community garden. And the ones on my balcony are just doing great and thriving. However, the ones in my community garden either seem to be dying or getting eaten by an animal friend. So I was wondering if you guys had any recommendations about trying to keep the tomato plants in the garden healthy and keep some of these little animals away in an organic fashion.
Well, for keeping animals away, you can always use predator urine. So it's a really like fox urine or wolf urine, and you put it on a little cotton ball and put it near the plants, and so that will keep rabbits and other plant-eating creatures away from them, at least for a while. As far as why the ones in the community garden aren't doing as well as the ones on your patio, a lot of times in community gardens, people plant the same things over and over again in the same spot. And so plants that are prone to maybe a little bit of diseases, like tomatoes and everything else from that family, peppers, eggplant, potatoes, are susceptible to some fungal diseases that are really rampant when the spring is warm and wet, as this spring has been. And so what we really recommend is that you rotate crops. So maybe you put your potatoes or tomatoes in one spot and then rotate them in other places so that the soil has a chance to clean out. That being said, if you have leaves that are yellowing from the bottom but the plants are still growing, that's early blight. And you can use a fungicide to combat that, either a biologic or something like copper fungicide should help arrest it. It won't make it go away, but it might help it stop.
All right. We are out of time, unfortunately.
It went by quickly today.
Thank you all for calling in.
That was a complicated question.
Yeah, it was. All right, Lisa. We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Lisa. Great to see you.
We'll be right back.